Steve Jobs, an in-depth profile overview. Full name Stephen Paul Jobs. Born in February 24, 1955 in San Francisco, California, USA. Died in October 5, 2011 in Palo Alto, California, USA. Profession: entrepreneur, inventor, industrial designer. Known for co-founding Apple Inc., pioneering personal computing, and leading the innovation of revolutionary products like the iPhone, iPad, and Mac. Steve Jobs was a visionary leader, a creative genius, and a master of innovation. As a co-founder of Apple Inc., he redefined multiple industries including computing, music, animation, and telecommunications. His story is one of ambition, resilience, and transformation, though his leadership style and personality were often polarizing. Early life adoption. Jobs was adopted by Paul and Clara Jobs shortly after his birth. His biological parents were Abdul Fattah Zandali, a Syrian immigrant, and Joanne Sieville. His adoptive parents nurtured his interest in electronics and mechanics from a young age. Education: attended Reed College in Portland, Oregon, but dropped out after one semester due to financial struggles and disinterest in conventional education. Continued to audit classes, including calligraphy courses that later influenced the typography of Apple products. Early tech exposure: internet at Hewlett Packard, and worked briefly at Atari. With his close friend Steve Wozniak, Jobs began exploring electronic engineering, leading to the development of the Apple. The birth of Apple: founding Apple in 1976, co-founded Apple Computer Inc. with Steve Wozniak and Ronald Wayne in Jobs' parents' garage. The company's first product, the Apple I, was a basic computer aimed at hobbyists. Apple II, 1977. The Apple II was one of the first highly successful personal computers, making computing accessible to the masses. This product established Apple as a major player in the tech industry. Macintosh 1984 introduced the Macintosh, the first commercially successful computer with a graphical user interface GUI and a mouse. The Macintosh focused on user-friendly design and innovation, set a new standard for the industry. Challenges and departure from Apple. Classist at Apple: Jobs' aggressive management style and relentless perfectionism led to conflicts with Apple's board and executives. In 1985, he was forced out of company after a power struggle with the then CEO John Sculley. Next Inc. 1985 founded Next Inc., focusing on high-performance workstations for business and education. Though commercially unsuccessful, Next software would later become the foundation of Mac OS. Acquiring Pixar 1986, bought Pixar Animation Studios from George Lucas for $10 million. Under Jobs' leadership, Pixar produced groundbreaking films like Toy Story and became a leader in computer-generated animation. Return to Apple and Renaissance 1997 to 2011. Return to Apple. Apple acquired Next in 1997, bringing Jobs back to the company as an advisor and eventually as CEO. At the time, Apple was struggling financially and creatively. Key innovations. Number 1. iMac 1997 revitalized Apple's product line with a colorful all-in-one desktop that was a commercial success. Number 2. iPhone 2001 revolutionized music consumption with a portable device that could hold thousands of songs. Number 3. iTunes Store 2003 changed the music industry by offering legal downloadable music. Number 4. iPhone 2007 transformed mobile phones into multifunctional devices, leading to smartphone era. Number 5. App Store 2008 created a platform for developers and users, revolutionizing software distribution. Number 6. iPad 2010 popularized tablet computing, bridging the gap between smartphones and laptops. Apple's growth. Jobs turned Apple into one of the most valuable companies in the world. By the time of his death, Apple's market capitalization exceeded $350 billion. Leadership style. Visionary thinking. Jobs had a unique ability to foresee trends and envision products that people didn't even know they needed. Perfectionism. Insisted on flawless design, functionality, and user experience, which often delayed product releases but ensured exceptional quality. Charismatic and inspirational. His product launches, known as Steve Notes, captivated audiences with his storytelling and showmanship, demanding and controversial. Known for being harsh and critical, Jobs was often described as a difficult boss. His reality distortion field could inspire teams to achieve the impossible but also create intense pressure. Achievements. Number 1. Revolutionized personal computing. Introduced user-friendly products like the Macintosh and later the iMac, setting new industry standards. Number 2. Pioneered the smartphone era. The iPhone redefined communication, media consumption, and mobile computing. Number 3. Transformed entertainment. Pixar revolutionized animation, producing blockbusters like Finding Nemo and The Incredibles. The iTunes Store disrupted the music industry, while the Apple TV laid the groundwork for streaming services. Number 4. Established Apple's design philosophy, focused on simplicity, elegance, and seamless user experiences, influencing industries beyond tech. Number 5. Built iconic brand loyalty, created a devoted customer base that turned Apple into a cultural phenomenon. Criticisms and controversies. Number 1. Harsh leadership style. Jobs was often described as abrasive, demanding, and dismissive of others' ideas. His management approach caused friction with employees, many of whom found him intimidating. Number 2. Business ethics. Labor practices. Apple faced criticisms for outsourcing production to factories with poor labor conditions like those in Foxconn. Environmental impact. Early in Apple's history, the company was criticized for a lack of environmental responsibility. Number 3. Product limitations. Jobs prioritized simplicity over flexibility, often excluding features like USB ports, expandable storage, and user replaceable batteries. Number 4. Control and exclusivity. Apple's closed ecosystem, example the App Store and the iOS, drew criticism for limiting consumer choice and stifling competition. Number 5. Personal life. Jobs initially denied paternity of his first child, Lisa Brennan Jobs, though he later reconciled with her, accused of being emotionally distant and prioritizing work over personal relationships. Personal life. Family. Married Lauren Powell in 1991. They had 3 children. Spiritual beliefs. Practiced Zen Buddhism, which influenced his minimalist design philosophy. Hobbies. Loved design, architecture, and calligraphy. Health and death. Diagnosed with a rare form of pancreatic cancer in 2003, delayed conventional treatment in favor of alternative therapies, a decision that drew criticism. Died in October 5, 2011 at the age of 56, leaving a lasting legacy in technology and beyond. Key achievements timeline. Number 1, 1976, co-founded Apple. Number 2, 1984, launched the Macintosh. Number 3, 1985, ousted from Apple. Number 4, 1986, bought Pixar. Number 5, 1997, returned to Apple. Number 6, 2001, introduced the iPod. Number 7, 2007, launched the iPhone. Number 8, 2010, released the iPad. Legacy, positive impact. Redefined industries through visionary products. Set a gold standard for design and user experience. Inspired entrepreneurs and innovators worldwide. Criticism. His management style alienated many colleagues. His perfectionism sometimes came at the cost of employee well-being. Despite his close, Steve Jobs remained an icon of innovation, creativity, and determination. His influence extends far beyond technology, inspiring people across industries to think differently and strive for excellence.